While I personally don't identify as religious, I believe children should be offered a clear and relatively unbiased version of the story of Jesus to inform their own beliefs in later life. And The King of Kings, which is out now in UK cinemas, aims to do just that for young audiences. For adults, however, it becomes clear that this animated film does little more than present a straightforward retelling of Jesus' life, but with an odd and unnecessary narrative device involving Charles Dickens, who wrote his own version of Jesus' story titled The Life of Our Lord that was published decades after his death, which isn't enough to distinguish the film from countless other adaptations. The film opens in Victorian England when Dickens, voiced by Kenneth Branagh, transforms the story of Jesus, as voiced by Oscar Isaac, into a bedtime story for his son Walter, who's Roman Griffin Davis. And through their imagination, they witness key biblical moments from an infant Jesus fleeing the wrath of King Herod, voiced with Joker Flair by Mark Hamill, meeting John the Baptist, gathering disciples, healing the sick, and eventually being sentenced to crucifixion by Pierce Brosnan's Pontius Pilate. The film is as standard as it gets when it comes to this story, which seems intentional as it's designed as a kid-friendly primer for children unfamiliar with Christianity, with the more graphic parts like Herod's massacre of infants and Jesus' torture either softened or omitted entirely, focusing instead on Jesus' teachings of kindness, compassion, and moral goodness, with Oscar Isaac's calming voice adding warmth and even a cool, laid-back vibe to Jesus. Yet despite its noble intentions, The King of Kings is no more than a biblical greatest hits compilation that relies on simplified and sometimes condescending storytelling where characters beside Jesus receive minimal development, to where Judas's betrayal comes out of nowhere, which to an extent undermines the intelligence of younger viewers. The animation is fine, with moments of beauty, but inconsistent styles create a jarring effect, like Dickens and his son looking like they stepped out of a Disney film with big eyes and cutesy movements, while biblical characters appear more grounded by comparison. Though even more troubling are the visual depictions of certain characters, such as the villainous Israeli priests whose exaggerated facial features align with negative Jewish stereotypes, raising questions about the filmmaker's intent. And while there's some merit in connecting Charles Dickens to Jesus, his inclusion feels arbitrary, for you could remove him, his annoying son, and their comic relief cat, and the film's message remains unchanged, making his inclusion feel more like a marketing gimmick than a meaningful storytelling choice. Ultimately, if you're looking to introduce your child to the story of Jesus the way you were introduced to it, The King of Kings is a passable 2.5-star option. Just don't expect anything truly divine. Visit the Film Feeder website to read my more detailed review, but for now, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe for more reviews, and I'll see you next time.